Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're doing well. You know you're my people and I love you. And I always want you to be the big three. I want you healthy. I want you happy. And I want you safe. Welcome to another Drink Along. Today we are going to take a look at a limited release from Upslope-Brewing Company out of Boulder. This is their Oatmeal Stout. 12 fluid ounces. 5 is going to be the ABV. The ingredients are snow melt, oats, root shoot English pale malt, East Kent Golding hops, dry English yeast. And the specs are handcrafted, aluminum can, portable, recyclable, good. Aluminum is not good. They actually have plastic spray liners in here. And those plastic spray liners may very well be leaching endocrine disruptors or other toxins we really don't want in our body, but sometimes you can't get anything else. We're not going to play any music. I'm dog sitting for the boy. He had to go out of town for a wedding, so I'm at his house. They do it up nice, though. You know what they say, you always want the kids to do better than you do. And he has. So, let's get cracking. He actually has a decent selection of glassware for a guy who doesn't drink beer. Nice. Is this the Irish or the Imperial? I think this is the Irish pint. Anyway. Yeah, I know it says Guinness. Whatever. He doesn't drink beer, so it must have been a giveaway from a bar. Looks like she's pouring nicely. Look at that cascade. Tell me how pretty that is. Love when they do that. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, judging by that head. This is a 16-ounce glass, and I don't think I have 10 ounces in here. Just judging by that pretty head, focus camera. This is pretty much going to be how I want my stouts. Stout, rich, thick, and hearty, like Guinness, which is thin, like water. And it's one of the things I dislike about Guinness. I've never been a big fan. If I want to drink a dark lager, I'll drink a dark lager. No? Anyway, that head has come up really nice. Look how creamy she is. The effervescence works out really well. Loose at the top, nice and tight at the bottom. I'm going to let that settle out and do a little homework on their webpage. So, from upslopebrewing.com /beer/oatmeal stout /pound or tic-tac-toe board or whatever the hell you want to call it. Oatmeal Stout. Smooth, roasty, and sessionable, our Oatmeal Stout packs full flavor and a robust body for a silky drinking experience. Brewed with oats, roasted malts, and East Kent Golding hops, our stout is perfectly balanced with a full body and a smooth finish. We'll be the judge of that. The color is going to be opaque black, which is also my porn name. The aroma is going to be cocoa with hints of fruit and caramel. Does sound interesting. The food is going to be stews, aged cheddar, and desserts. Yeah, whatever you guys are thinking. The ABV is 5. The IBUs are 25, well within tolerance levels. The availability is January and February. Well, I'm drinking it in December. Once I get this can empty, we'll check a born on date. I'm going to guess it's saying best by March 9th of 2024, so it's fresh-ish beer. The body is full. The packaging is 12-ounce six-packs, kegs, in pony and half-barrel, or the standard American keg, and it's won a bunch of awards. What awards did you win? Now that you make me click another page. The Oatmeal Stout won the 2013 bronze at the Great American Beer Fest, GABF, Pro-Am competition. Okay. Well, that's everything they have given us. So, buzzed judges don't lie. I think it's the job of the judge to get buzzed after the competition. What do I know? Biden time. Let's get that sniffer up in there, see what's going on. Salud. Nice. Oh, man. Hold on just a second. I gotta get the little dog in from outside so he doesn't get eaten by an owl or a coyote. And again, I'm 100% positive at this point that Shih Tzu, yes, you, mister, is... Really? It's just Chinese for shit talker, because that dog does talk a lot of shit. It's a really, really nice, rich nose. And yeah, the caramel in there really, really comes through. Looks like she's going to lace absolutely beautifully for us. You know, I could have packed even more gear, but I didn't. So, I think this light only runs about 350 on lumens. But it should give us some kind of look just how dark and inky this beer is. And it is dark and inky. Opaque black. Out of 100? Well, if I hold it up to the light bulb over the counter, those are those little tiny off light bulbs, I'm going to say she's probably about a 95, maybe a 98. Definitely a dark, dark beer. So I'm not really pulling all the fruit they were talking about, but I am definitely getting that nice caramel hint in there. She doesn't smell overly roasted malt-wise. I kind of thought she might be a bit maltier, but here's what it is. What time it is. Let's slip it a tongue. Yeah. Alright. So she's burnt. Kind of expect that in a stout. A little thinner than I thought. Checking the temp on her now. Again, in a dark, dark beer like this, I like them warmer than a prescribed 48. We're currently getting a 56. Knock off 3, 53. Actually, I might have gone a little warmer on this, but judging from just that initial hit, maybe not. Salud. Fast and thinner than I thought she was going to be. Dirty. So 25 on the bitterness. It might be the roasted malts in there that they're into that tail end of the roasting where they start to really develop that burnt taste. Burnt. Just best way to describe it. So think like, you know, if I had to say it, I would say burnt chocolate is what I'm really getting here. Nah. I'm not super knocked out. And from everything they were talking this beer up to be, I'm surprised she even made bronze. It's not bad. I do tend to like stouts. I mean, I am a porter and stout guy this time of year. There's Sancho, and there's Pima, and then the big brown one is Bella. Right? I don't have any food, we're drinking beer, and you're not allowed to drink beer, your mama gets mad at me. What do you want me to tell you? Dog's a little sot. Oh, Miss Scusi. She's dirty, thin, fast. That burnt note's really, really throwing me off, especially since they talked her up. If she was just a little less cooked, the burn might not come through so much. I don't mind smoked and roasted malts. And again, there's a lot of smoked lagers that I really, really like because it's a unique flavor that's really good. But this one ain't it. Not horrible. I wouldn't throw it away, but yeah. The tasting profile is buccal, extra, intra, soft palate, back of your throat. Nothing really on the tongue, nothing on the lowers, nothing sublingual. Fair to middling. Good for the style. I'm gonna go with no. I'm really not overly knocked out by this, so no. We're gonna give this. Again, it's not a horrible beer. It's not a great beer. It's not even a particularly good beer. We're gonna give it a 3.75. We're gonna be generous. And I only made it a 3.75 instead of a 3.5 because that nose was really nice. But where's the caramel? Where's that sweetness that would have balanced out that bitter burnt note a little bit better? All right, a lot of bit better. But I didn't brew it, not my beer, right? So 3.75. Would I buy this beer again? No. Would I drink this beer again? No. Like, try it on tap. I'll try anything on tap. You handed this to me out of the cooler, what would I say? I would say, thank you. And then I would say, look! And then when you turned your back, I would put this back in the cooler and get a real beer, because not that interesting. Well, that's what I got for you tonight, folks. Thanks for coming by and putting some eyeballs on here. You know you're my people. You know I love you. I just want you to be the big three. Healthy, happy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, great man, head on a swivel. Hot and handy. Yeah, we'll probably do an after show with this. So, YouTube guys, you don't get the after show. Cut it. BitChute guys, you might not get the after show either. This might not even show up on BitChute because they're too long, and BitChute cuts me off. So, otherwise, there's Rumble, there's Brighteon, there's Odyssey. Rumble is the way you want to go. What are you poking at, you crazy mutt? There's nothing under there. Anyway, I will catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. You know you're my people, and I love you. I will catch you. Yeah, I'll make one next week, because we'll be between Christmas and New Year's. Oh. I don't have anything for you, Fruit Loops. Pains in my ass. Anyway, I am sorry we did not get to do Christmas beers this year. Hold on just a second. And that would be why we didn't get to do Christmas beers this year. I got sick. So, I'm on antibiotics. I'm not even finishing this one. No big loss. You know, I always look forward to doing the Christmas series, and I actually had Millie, who's now getting sick, and Angus was finally going to break his cherry and show up on the channel, and he's sick too. Happens. What are you going to do? But, hey! Oh, squizzy. Yeah. What are you going to do? Can't fight the universe, man. Don't swim against the tide. You swim against the tide, you drown tired. If I was to make recommendations. That Christmas ale from Breckenridge, we did that mini keg. Yeah, that was really, really solid. And I'm sure they have it in bottles and cans, not just mini kegs, but get the mini keg. You just have to get it a day early and chill it long enough. Other than that, I mean, you know, this time of year, my solid favorite, love it, always grab a 6 whenever I see it, because I just love that beer. is from, well, it's local to me, so you guys might not be able to get your hands on it. It's Santan Sex Panther Double Chocolate Porter. Delicious beer. If you can get your hands on it, it's definitely well worth grabbing a 6 or a 12 or a case, depending on how much you want to drink. I haven't been out to see who has what out, but if you want to scroll back, I mean, go back a year, you can have last year's Christmas beers. Go back 2 years, you can have 2 years ago's Christmas beers. If you go back further than that, though, you're going to get into the cringe zone. Yeah, I've been doing these a long time. But you know what? Practice makes perfect. So, I wouldn't call this perfection, but I would call this considerably better than some of the ones I've done in the past. I'm going to wind up finishing this beer, and I shouldn't even. Now that it's warmed up, yeah, no, that burnt taste is still laying around. This might have benefited from some lactose. They might have milk stouted this on top of the oatmeal, maybe. I don't know, but as this sits, bleh. Anyway, that's what I got for you. So, thanks for coming by, you know, people, and I love you. I will catch you next week with hopefully something better. I don't know if they do New Year's series. We're already past Christmas. So, shit happens. Anyway, much love, my friends, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Ever floats your boat, although, you know, I'm a Christmas guy, so for me, it's always Merry Christmas. Love you fuckers. Feliz Navidad. Bon Natale. I forget what the French one is. Doesn't matter. Skol.